Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton. Welcome to my Noahide family YouTube channel. I have a question to ask you. What was the single most convincing or challenging factor that led you to embrace the 7 Noahide laws? In other words, God's 7 divine commandments for all mankind. What led you, what convinced you to become B'nai Noahide? You know, whatever your story is, it's very important to tell us about that, to tell people. We all need to tell people about our journey, what took place, why we're where we are today, why we believe what we believe today, as opposed to perhaps what we believed before, or maybe we didn't believe anything before. So the story and the journey of how you come to understand the one true and only God is very important. And as Noahides, we really need to share these unique experiences that we've had, or our unique personal journey. In other words, we need to go public, so to speak, and to actually declare what it was that led us to this point of being a Noahide. Or maybe still searching. The journey may not be over for you yet. So it is important that we perhaps become a little bit more public about what it is to be a Noahide. And one of the ways that you can do that, and a little challenge I'd like to give you all, is to perhaps make a small video and talk about your journey. It doesn't have to be like a professional script. Just jot down a few notes of what you'd like to say, what were the most important points you wanted to declare or to explain, and then you can video that. If you have a smartphone, that's all you need to video. You don't need any expensive equipment, lighting, etc. And you can share that video then. You can share it on Facebook or with your friends, or you can share it to YouTube, which is a tremendous audience out there waiting to hear your story, waiting to hear your unique journey, what brought you to where you are now. So, telling your personal experience, it also includes, the highs and the lows that you may have experienced, the encouragement or the opposition you came upon or experienced. They're all things that happen to many people along the way, and family can be involved, or it could be just a single person on a single journey. But very often there are very interesting things that other people would like to know about, and it helps them in their journey as well. So why should we impart this experience and knowledge? Well, because there are only a few of us in the world. The count isn't very high. I think there's approximately 500,000, and that's an approximate, actual declared Noahides in the world. One of the biggest populations is in the Philippines, and blessings to them. So it is important that we make known to people the truth. And so think of telling your story as telling the truth of what it is to worship the one true and only God. What is required of us? It is to abide and live by the 7 divine commandments that God has given for all mankind. 6 were given to Adam, and then when Noah left the ark, the 7th Noahide law was given. So they were given, those 7 universal laws, 7 universal principles were given long before the 10 Commandments. And then the 10 Commandments were given to the Jews at Mount Sinai, and again the 7 Noahide laws were reiterated and confirmed at that point as well. So there are people out there that need to know the story. And there's people who are struggling with their existing faith or beliefs within that faith. There's people who are searching for meaning in their life. And there's others who have abandoned God altogether or have no consciousness or awareness of God. So our story is important to all those people. It gives reason and hope to others. It gives them a glimpse through your window of experience, your life, your window into your life and the steps that you took. And that's important. As Noahides, we should be doing that. Now, a lot of people will balk and say, oh, I don't know how to make a video, and I don't know anything about YouTube. Well, let me tell you, the easiest thing to do is get hold of a young techie person in your family or group of friends. They will show you how to do it and set it up. They're miracle workers when it comes to things like that. The younger generation have just got it at their fingertips. So there's no need to even agonise over that. Someone will be able to show you how to do it and possibly even video it for you with their camera or their iPhone or etc. or smartphone, whatever they're using, if you don't have one. And so that, and they will set up a channel for you if you want to put it on YouTube. And it is important to declare your journey and your life. So I want you to share with others. It's sharing your rite of passage to God's truth, the truth that we all mankind needs to know and understand. And it also is the rite of passage to the 7 divine commandments for all mankind that Hashem has given us. It is something that we can't just hide under our hat, so to speak, and only speak of it to a very few. We really, the Jews can't go out and proselytise, and I would say that Noahides have been a bit hesitant about doing that for lots of reasons, some of them very valid reasons. But I feel that the time has come that for us to step forward a bit more, and we need to tell people about who we are and why we believe this and what the principles, the universal principles of faith are. That God is a loving and forgiving God. No matter how bad you may have been in the past, one thing you can be sure of is if you approach Hashem with true regret in your heart for those past things you may have done that aren't good, and really be sorrowful and ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven. God is a forgiving God. He's waiting for you to come and open up dialogue with him. And these are the sort of things that you can share with other people. If you make a video, once you've made it, it's not like you've got to answer a whole lot of questions or anything. You're not standing up in the public square in the town you live in declaring it. You can be anonymous. You can create a pseudonym if you want to, anything like that. Call your channel something that doesn't link to your name. There's lots of ways you can do this, but again, you need that young techie person. My tech advice comes from my 12-year-old grandson. He just does it. Bang, bang, bang. He's a wizard at it. And there'll be heaps of other 12, 13, 14-year-olds out there be able to do the same thing for you. They're right into all the public platforms, etc., and including YouTube. So God's truth and his divine commandments needs to be made known. There are lots of people out there that have never heard about the Noahide laws. So my challenge to you all is you go out and make that video and share it with your friends on Facebook and YouTube or whatever, because your journey is unique to you. And also, it is a lovely feeling to tell your story. It's very spiritually uplifting, and it's only when you verbalize that journey that you actually reflect and think, oh, yeah, was there, here I am now. So just start out thinking that you're telling your story to your inner self. Talk to the inner self about your journey and what that magic moment was when you knew you'd found the right faith, the belief in the 7 divine commandments, belief in one true and only God. So, in the meantime, I want you all to please take care and remember, make that video, take up that challenge, and God bless you all.